Hey everyone, Happy Asthma here filling in as a caster. I'm going to try and give you guys a pretty good take of this game. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more enjoyable than sitting in silence. So we're coming to the banning phases now. First ban out on Engineer, second Sapphire, followed by Pharaoh. Next Drunken Master, I think everyone's seen that one coming after yesterday's games. Followed by Armadon. And last ban on Monarch. We got first pick Pearl out on Legion.
Devourer.
Next pick out on Devo. We have Legion team shadow picking a Moon Queen over there. Going for a pretty hard carry, another profit pick potentially coming out.
Hammerstorm.
Oh, a Hammerstorm pickup on the Hellborn side. Must be some big discussion going on Legion side. Taking some time for some picks. The shadow picks on the right side changing all over the place. Looks like they're going to have Deshaun potentially supporting with the Hammerstorm.
Kinesis.
They pick up Kinesis to steal the hook and steal the Hammerstun. Not too bad. That'll be a pretty disruptive pick.
Jeremiah.
Picking in Jeremiah for support. New round of bans coming in. They're taking out Magnus. Very disruptive pick. Oh, Electrician ban. Alright. Flux, another strong ban. We've seen that quite a few times. Followed by Panda and Nitro. Alright, final ban in is Prophet. Alright, we got the Vindicator pick coming in, very disruptive. Not sure how I see how it synergizes with the pick so far. They don't really have any big channels on the Legion yet to be interrupted by Vindy, but he's always a strong pick going in. They're shadow picking right now, Valkyrie, Lodestone, and Hellborn. Let's see if they end up locking those in, or if those are just placeholders.
Deadwood.
Alright, they pick up the Deadwood. Interesting. I feel like that's an interesting pick going into both a Pearl and a Jerizaiya. I mean, of course he has the one-shot potential with his punch, but until he gets his PK, it's going to be hard to lock anybody down.
Bushwhack.
Alright, we get a Bushwhack pickup on the Legion. I like that, but that could be an easy target for Deadwood, potentially. They pop him off before a Jerizaiya shield or a Pearl ulti. That can change the course of the fight pretty fast. And Meraxis locked in as the final pick for the Legion. Let's see how Hellborn responds. Oh, the shadow pick, my favorite hero of the game. There it is! Parallax, that's my hero. That's what I like to see. Alright, these should be some pretty interesting lanes. I wonder how they're going to lane it on the Hellborn side. I personally would love to see the Parallax go hard carry, but I suspect he may end up going mid. Although Jerizaiya is pretty good against the Parallax with the spell immunity shield. And we're in. We have Kinesis TPing out top, trying to get early ward down. Same with Pearl to the bottom lane. Legion team wants that early vision. Hellborn team just kind of taking their lanes passively like a traditional match, but they are going for the tri lane. I think it's to be expected with a Devour pick. So Legion's running Jerizaiya mid, potentially. Alright. That should be pretty strong against the Parallax once he gets a couple points into his magic shield, but we'll have to see how he holds up as people roam around to gank. Jerizaiya has no escape there, so if they end up bringing either Deadwood or, you know, Devo, Hammer, anybody, it'd be pretty easy kills. Hellborn team not placing a single ward. They don't even have a single ward in their inventory yet, although there's a courier on the way for Vindicator. There you go, he grabs a little bit of vision. Troops are out. They did place a top ward. I love that ward spot, by the way. A really good top place ward spot by Bpro. With the early Devour, they'll be able to bring a lot of pressure into that lane. Deadwood's down by himself bottom, but I don't know what the kill potential is going to be here with Bush Pearl. I mean, if they can weaken him low enough, they might be able to chase him down the lane. Oh, there's some action going on top. They put some early damage down on the Meraxis after the Hammerstorm stun on the creep had the AoE on him. They're chasing him down with the Rot. I think he's probably going to fall here. Kinesis has nothing level 1 really to be able to help out there, and they do secure the kill. Really well done. Top lane, that's going to be a really tough tri lane to deal with, and they already got the stacks going. Once they start pulling this lane, it's going to be tough for the Legion team to have much they can do. Mid lane, Bpro Parallax taking a lot of damage. Jerizaiya standing in a much better fight than I thought he could do. Got Deadwood pulling the lane on bottom. Pearl trying to cut him off. Putting some damage on the Deadwood. I suspect he should be fine here. And he is. He escapes about half HP on the Deadwood. So far, despite the first kill game, relatively even. Experience is roughly even. The gold lead, of course, from coming out in favor of the Legion team. Power potentially making a roam here. Little does he know he's seen by the Kinesis because of those early game wards. Bottom rune. Jerizai picking up an invis. See if he does anything with it. He's waiting on his bottle. He's gonna save that for later. So far, Hellborn team really getting the better of it. Deadwood's doing pretty well bottom. Farm definitely going in favor of Hellborn team at this point. We got Hammerstorm with over 400 GPM already. Top lane, they're just completely boxing them out of the lane at this point. Kinesis and Meraxis still both level 2. Hammerstorm completely free farm. They passed the Invis over to the Pearl middle lane. They're looking to set up on this Parallax. I don't know. They're rotating into Kinesis too. Maybe they're going to try and get a bubble push, shoving the Parallax out of position, but he reads it out. Retreats back. Devo coming in to support. See if anything develops here. If Devo runs into anybody. No, Kinesis retreats. Devo just camping. Pearl still in Viz, coming around back on this Deadwood here. Let's see if they try and go for a play. Meanwhile, top lane, they're just pooling and farming. They do go in on the Deadwood a little bit here. Pearl gets the slow. Deadwood puts down a grasp. It misses. Deadwood misses his grasp. He tries to get off the early TP. Pearl with a nice interrupt, and he goes down. Bushwhack securing the kill too. Well played. In the top lane, we got a Devo flank coming in. They'll see him here with this ward. I really love that ward. I can't mention it enough. It covers so much ground. No, it's sussed out. Devo just getting some stacks. In the meantime, mid lane, we're actually seeing pretty good domination right now by the Jerizai. Ahead in GPM, ahead in exp, and putting a lot of pressure on this Parallax. I did not expect that. We got Kinesis sneaking up again on mid a little bit, but Devo might intercept him here. Kinesis has a nice little hiding spot, but little does he know Devourer has a haste. Devourer running into this Kinesis with haste. It's not looking good. Parallax jumps in with a silence, followed by the Devo hook. He didn't stand a chance. Jerizai couldn't even get in range in time. Very unfortunate for the Kinesis, but well played by Hellborn team. Bpro continues to just extend their lead here, despite some early pressure. Couple of the lanes. I mean, they got the Deadwood, but other than that, Jerizai doing really well with his farm mid lane, but the ganks and the roams are really just adding up here for Hellborn team, and complete domination in top lane is really extending their lead. Hammerstorm almost 500 GPM here, completely untouched, and had that first blood. They're trying to go in here on the Kinesis. The silence slows them down. They get the Hammerstorm stun. Meraxis with a counter stun. Meanwhile, I missed a kill on bottom. Kinesis does escape. Bottom lane, it looks like I missed a kill here. And yeah, they did pick off the Deadwood. And they got a return kill on the Pearl with the help of the Devo. Top lane, they did not secure the kill on the Kinesis. It was really close, but Meraxis had a really good counterplay there to box out the Hammerstorm. Kinesis hits level 6, as does Jerizai. Jerizai's roaming towards bottom. Maybe trying to secure the 6-minute rune? Let's see what's going on here. Although it's going to allow Parallax to really start to get some farm here. He's starting to approach 400 GPM. Jerizai just looking for a double stack here. Trying to funnel some farm down to that Bushwhack. He's still about 100 GPM shy of what Hammerstorm's managed to accomplish, though. Pearl coming in behind this Deadwood. I don't think anything will materialize. We'll see. Keep an eye on it. No, nothing there. Parallax taking out some stacks in the jungle, trying to expedite his farm. You love to see it if you're a mid laner and you can drive some of those stacks too. That's super huge. Rolling. Bush broke 400 GPM, so that's good. Like to see, there's also a lot of stacks starting to form in the jungle for Legion team. Wonder if Jeraziah's gonna take these himself. Parallax headed bottom with a smoke, kind of looking for a gank on this Bushwhack. If he gets on Bushwhack, he could single-handedly kill him. He doesn't even need the Deadwood. Agility heroes with their small mana pool just get melted by the Parallax combo. Pearl's not even 6 yet for the ulti, although a good time bubble could still make a really big save. Debo goes with the slow. He missed the grasp, though. Parallax activates ulti way too early, if you ask me, and nothing materializes. Oh, that's too bad. Hellborn read that well, and Legion... Legion team read that well, and Hellborn was a little too anxious on that one. Top lane, Hammerstorm just continues to power farm as much as he can. Bushwhack, though, starting to slowly try and recover. I mean, he's broke 400. It's hard to maintain something close to 500 on top. They're initiating on bottom on the Deadwood, but I don't think anything's going to happen. No, he's able to pull away. Although he's very low mana, has no one nearby. Parallax spots out the Kinesis. He could blow him up if he wanted, but he's being hesitant. Oh, yeah, his ulti's on cooldown, huh? Yeah, 24 more seconds. If he has ulti there, he can blow up that Kinesis, but he won't be able to do so without it. We're trying to roam around. He's been a little bit passive. He's got a big bunch of stacks going on, but hasn't been able to pull off anything else. Without a Synchronizer, though, he's really not benefiting a lot from other people clearing those stacks. Might get some levels. They dive on the Deadwood bottom a little late to that fight. Deadwood has a big power supply, but it's not going to be enough. Hellborn team TPing in for support. Devo misses his hook, but he does get some rock damage onto the Bushwhack. Bushwhack's running. He'll have another leap in a second. Parallax misses his jump, so he does not have another silence for 12 seconds. Hammerstorm, though, with a big stun. Kongor starting to help out. They get the good silence down from Vindicator to slow things down. Parallax now has his ulti, trying to get some damage on. He finishes off the Bushwhack. Kongor gets the 1-2 punch down on the Pearl. Pearl falls, but sadly it is to Kongor. Hammerstorm with another stun finishes off. Whew. Wow, that was a big battle there. Just giant carnage from both sides. Definitely Hellborn team coming in handy there. A little bit of a shame that Kongor picks up one of the kills, but all in all, overextending by the Legion and the Hellborn team with the good TP for returns. Despite missing a few skills, they missed the initial hook and the initial Parallax jump. They were still able to get some nice kills there. Definitely worth the TPs. We have a big gank coming in top with a smoke, 2 smokes, and a Kinesis kind of baiting out here onto the Hammerstorm. Hammerstorm pretty out of position. He tries to stun on the Meraxis. It does work. They get the hook in the tower on Meraxis. But Merax is really tanky, pops the ulti. Meanwhile, Kinesis and everybody else, Pearl just jumps in there with the Bushwhack damage, and they're able to get 2 kills there. Really good gank attempt. I don't know if the Meraxis was intending to be bait there, but it worked out really well. Vindicator putting down some wards here, but he's in a little bit of a dangerous spot, although I don't think Meraxis and Kinesis have enough in their tank left to take him out. He continues to stack. Kinesis scopes out some of these stacks. I wonder if they'll try and infiltrate and steal them. Really good vision infiltration here in the jungle. Parallax roaming around because they see him. They missed the hook just barely. And now Legion team's trying to sneak around. I don't know if they saw this vision that got placed down, but they're about to run into a Devourer here. They see the Vindicator. Vindicator puts his silence down. Devo's going to initiate as the Parallax starts to roam in, but Devo may fall before they even get there. They do. They take out the Devo. Kinesis lives with a huge power supply. They're chasing down the Vindicator. Meanwhile, Parallax gets jumped on and annihilated by the Jeraziah. He fell so fast, I barely even saw that. Really good play. Hammerstorm, in the meanwhile, TP's up with the Deadwood. They put some stuns out, but I think they're going to retreat. Despite the Legion team being kind of low, it's a 4-on-2. Bushwhack gets a slow onto the Hammerstorm. Oh, but a really good grasp by Deadwood pins them in place. I don't think Legion team's going to dive tower here, but we'll see. Meanwhile, Hellborn's starting to respond, so as Devourer comes out to help, I think the Legion's just going to have to retreat. But that was a really good play by the Legion. Big swing in favor of the PizdunMonkeys. Oh, they catch a Deadwood here. Devourer misses his hook. Deadwood with a big punch on Bushwhack, but power supply is enough to keep him alive. Meanwhile, now Devourer's also going to fall. Hellborn team is just missing some coordination here. They're falling one by one. Legion team's very coordinated. Even now, they're pretty split. Hammerstorm almost getting caught by himself. Parallax coming in for a flank with Vindicator. Let's see if they catch this Bushwhack. Legion team's trying to secure all these stacks that Hellborn team has been making. All of Devourer's efforts going out in vain here. Kinesis with the big Hammerstorm stun has really been impactful. And they're going to take this here. Jerezai and Bushwhack securing a lot of this farm. Really, really good. Bad for Hellborn, great for Legion team as they continue to just invade on this Hellborn team. Meanwhile, bottom lane tower almost fell. Meraxis just slowly pushing this tower in the meantime. It's the only tower with any kind of pressure on it right now. If Legion can secure that too, that's going to be another big gold spike for their team. Parallax about to pick up a double damage on bottom. I wonder if he'll keep it for himself or pass it over to Deadwood. He bottles it, he keeps it for himself for now. He's 3 levels behind this Jerezai now. Parallax falling very far behind, and that's a hard spot to recover from. Hammerstorm now clearing the jungle for Hellborn, but he already missed all those stacks, so that's really, really painful. Parallax coming around with that double damage behind on the Meraxis. Let's see if they can secure this. Meraxis can escape. Parallax getting a double silence onto the Meraxis. Meraxis activates everything he has in his kit, but he's just going to tick down and die. He put out a lot of damage there, though. Both the Devourer and the Parallax falling to about 25% HP. Meraxis getting really tanky, even though it's pretty early into the game. Legion team pushing for top tower actually might be the first one to fall. Hellborn has no one there to defend. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Kinesis gets scouted out by the Devourer. A nice hook. Good body block. Parallax for the cleanup. Nice. They do secure the top tower on top, but they lose Kinesis down on bottom.
The Hellborn have destroyed a Legion tower.
Hammerstorm just trying to turtle in the jungle here and get something going, but they're really falling behind now in Golden Exp on Hellborn. They secured the bottom tower, though, to kind of even the tower trade, so that worked out pretty well.
The Legion have destroyed a
Bush now has that Whispering Helm. He might go for an early Kongor here. And he is. He's starting that Kongor. Hellborn team's pretty pinned behind on their side with a really good vision up from the Legion team, so they'll see anyone coming. They'll probably secure this without too much of a threat. Mid lane, Jerezai is getting chased down by the Deadwood, but he activated a Shroud, so he's actually invisible there, so he can't secure anything on him. His Shroud's about to wear off, though, and pop the smoke of Parallax. No, they just cross paths before that happens. Bush with some help from the Pearls, probably going to secure the Kongor. Meanwhile, Kinesis is spotted by the Parallax smoke, but Parallax decides to back off. Meraxis continues to farm on bottom lane. Jerezai continuing to farm mid lane during this time. And they secure the early Kongor. You know that power of Bushwhack. You get that early. It's a big power spike for your team. Starting to counter ward a little bit here on the Hellborn team to secure their jungle as they continue to farm up. The Deadwood getting a little bit low, but choosing to go in here on the Jerezai, but he has a haste bottled. He activates that now. He's got to be careful here, because he might go in for this Deadwood kill, because he's 1 hit left. Jerezai with the Shroud coming in. He really wants that. He secures it with the heal bomb. They put a lot of damage on the Parallax. He's just juking the focus left and right with that haste. Now the rest of the team comes in. Parallax falling pretty fast. They do get the Jerezai, though. Devourer just ulting somebody, but he's pretty low. He's going to fall here, just suiciding himself to save a couple teammates. Hammerstorm does live and pick up a kill there, so that's not terrible, but you get Bushwhack getting a double tap and an assist, so I definitely think still Legion team coming out ahead in these fights. Hammer's taking these Ancients, but he might get spotted here by this Meraxis, who's thinking the same idea. Luckily, this ward spots him out early, and Hammerstorm's able to make an escape. Another very interesting and good ward placement here that we've seen. Not one you see every day, but definitely kept Hammerstorm alive there. Kinesis has no vision here. This ward's going to spot him out. He gets the hook, though. Vindicator living 1 hit left. They pick off the Kinesis with help from the Parallax. Now they're going under the Pearl. They'll probably get him as well. Ooh, he gets a nice jump. Oh no, you hate to see it. Parallax jumping in and getting hooked out by the Devourer, but luckily Deadwood's still able to catch up and secure the kill with Hammerstorm. That just points to the lack of communication coordination there. Oh no, Hammerstorm walks into an invisible Jerezai with the Bushwhack and just falls instantly. This Jerezai is having so much impact here. The damage he's outputting is insane. He's over 500 GPM now. Absolutely wild. Bottom lane, a little bit of a battle going on. A duel here between Deadwood and Meraxis, but Meraxis is too tanky. Even though he looks low on HP, they can't secure the kill on him. Good counter ward here coming out from the Vindy. They're able to secure wards around their bottom lane in Kongor. Meanwhile, there's a smoke on bottom. PK now secured on Meraxis, initiating on the Deadwood. Kinesis throwing out everything he has. Despite the grasp going on Meraxis, there's no hope there for survival. Top lane, we have the Invis Jerizaya setting up on Parallax. He has no idea. Look at that damage. Oh my gosh, the true damage hit followed by the heal does over half of the HP with Parallax, and he even has that glowstone. That's just how much damage Jerizaya's putting out here right now with excuse me, Assassin's Shroud crit with his passive. So much damage. After a little bit of a slow start from the Legion team, they're starting to really get a lead here on Bpro. Bpro's falling behind. They do pick up the Twin Blades, though, on Hammerstorm. So now he'll be putting out some good damage, whoever he initiates on. Bushwhack Smoke coming up towards mid. We also have the Invisible Jerizaya scouting out. They do see him, though, with this Rev Ward, and Vindicator throws down a nice silence. They see him here, but still Parallax decides to go and initiate. They do pick up the kill on the Jerizaya. There was one kill I missed there on bottom. It's a crazy fight going on. Hammerstorm gets a crazy hook from Devour, pulled way out of position, really well done. Pearl's getting really low, may fall. Pearl does fall to the Parallax, but Parallax at what cost? He's going down. They pick up the Kinesis. People are just falling left and right here. Deadwood suicides again for that kill. The PK coming in from Araxis, securing the Vindicator. It is going to be a clean sweep here for the Legion, despite the really good hook they got to pull the Hammerstorm out of position. Wow, absolutely crazy here. Meraxis picks up another haste in his bottle on top of having that portal key. He's all over the place right now. He just continues to solo pressure bottom, and then in every fight he's so much impact. And they just have nothing that can stop him. Nice hook here by Devour! He can't ulti though because Meraxis is Meraxis, and of course he lives. He also has that haste rune in his bottle, so he's able to get out of there no problem. That Arcane Shield from Meraxis makes him so hard to deal with. Ooh, that was actually a really good hook, quite close. I still don't think he finished him off with that haste there, but his Arcane Shield was on cooldown. I'm pretty sure these Rev Wards see each other, no? Yes, they do. So they each know they have a Rev Ward down. Kinesis steals the Deadwood spell, but it's not initiate yet. Hammerstorm farming the jungle. May end up running into somebody? No, he's okay. Now they take out that Rev Ward. Hellborn team just trying to continue to secure vision and turtle a little bit to farm up. Legion team slowly trying to apply the pressure, but they're not really in any rush with this lead. They definitely have more of the map to farm than Hellborn team does, and they're winning most of these fights. They've been double stacked Ancients for Hammerstorm, trying to get him a little bit of farm. He's still over 400 GPM, but if you look at the GPM charts, it's just very one-sided right now in favor of Legion. They decide to start the Kongor for Hellborn team, which little they know is a pretty safe bet right now with 3 of the Legion members in the jungle, but if they suspect this happening, they have a very good lineup to try to stop this. With those portal keys and all the protection that they have. But they either don't know or they're just letting them have it. The Kongor is starting to fall. I think about 10% HP left. I think they secure this no problem. They do smoke up trying to attack this, but they were just way too late to respond. They still may try and suss this out and get a fight. Let's see. Hammerstorm continuing to farm Ancients. He may get caught here. Oh, they do. They spot out the Hammerstorm. Smokes are popped. The PK from Meraxis instantly locking him down. The nice hook save by Devo, but it's not enough. Pearl Bomb explodes and takes him down. Meraxis continuing to overstay because he's super tanky. They cannot even finish him despite running through the tower. Parallax jumped on him, but now he's way out of position. Parallax ulties and starts to retreat. Legion team, meanwhile, just picking off everybody. Parallax falls, Devourer falls, Hammerstorm fell early in the fight. Everyone is down except for the Deadwood. Legion team does not lose anybody there. Amazingly, them Araxis tanked everything, including the tower, and still came out unscathed. Deadwood just throwing out some grass, trying to delay this push. They fortify the towers, but they're still going to have this middle tower fall before anyone responds. I don't think they'll be able to pressure base here, but we'll see. I think they'll probably pull off soon and have to do their own Kongor. It's up in about 2 minutes still. They are continuing to pressure middle lane a little bit. Devour respond. But no, they do pull off. They're just going to take some camps and back off. Take that farm while they can. I wonder if Meraxis will try and make a play on bottom. He's pretty low, but he is Meraxis. No, he does not. Hellborn, Legion team taking the entire Hellborn jungle, leaving them with very little to farm. Hammerstorm picks up mid lane, but where else can he go? There's still 25 seconds till the next camper spawn. Parallax is going to try and take up a little bit of farm top. Parallax still working on that Icon of the Goddess. It's already past 20 minutes. Really falling behind in exp and farm. Level 14 Jereziah compared to the level 11 Parallax. Bushwhack also level 13, as high as anybody on the Hellborn side. Meraxis runs into the Vindicator here. He was smoked. He puts a Rev Ward down, but I'll show you the smoke. They're able to pick off this Vindicator, yes? Yes, Meraxis secures it with the axe. They saw him place this ward. I don't know if they'll counter it because it's just a Rev, but they did see him place that. Meanwhile, Parallax has a smoke on, but I don't know if anything's going to come from this. He's headed towards bottom lane, maybe just to secure the rune. We'll see if he ends up making a flank here, but the entire Legion team is top lane. Maybe he thinks someone's farming jungle, but they are not. Deadwood pushing up bottom a little bit here, but the tower's still full HP, and Deadwood's really low. He chooses to retreat. Legion team pressuring mid a little bit, securing that top tower here in a second with that Bushwhack damage. His DPS is just really high. Their Kongor has respawned. I wonder if he'll rotate and take that. Meanwhile, Kinesis goes on Devourer here, picks him up, followed by the Meraxis combo and the Jereziah Heal Bomb. There's just no way. The damage output and the stun locks from the Legion team is just too much. Devourer falling really behind in levels. He's level 9, as low as the Kinesis hard support. 8 deaths now on the Devourer. He's really starting to fall behind. Only 100 GPM. That is a rough spot to beat. Top lane, they initiate a little bit on the Hammerstorm. He's actually getting pretty low from the DPS from Bushwhack, but they're putting some damage back on the Pearl. They choose to retreat. Parallax TP's in. Oh, they picked up the Deadwood. Sorry, I missed that one, folks. Deadwood way out of position there, gets picked off. Pretty easy kill for the Legion team. Legion now starting to siege the base, putting some pretty good damage on top tower. Parallax isn't Viz. Meraxis blinks in to get the Vindicator, but Devo hooks just to protect him. The tower's falling very fast. The Invisible Parallax activates his ulti, gets a 4-man silence there. The Jereziah falling really low. Jereziah ulti pop, Pearl ulti pop. Legion team is just so tanky. They hook the Hammerstorm out of position. Kinesis playing so well right now with those hooks. Hammerstorm pulled out of position. They destroy him and don't lose anybody. Meanwhile, Jereziah picked up a Hellflower, so now there's really no chance for this Parallax to do anything. He does get Hellflowered. Bushwhack follows in. PK from Meraxis and he'll fall. Legion team just in complete control right now. Very coordinated. Very hard to kill when they have all those ultis up. You get the Jereziah ulti, you get the Pearl ulti, you get both of their heals. They have Meraxis for the tanks and the counter initiation. Jereziah Invisible continues to go in. He picks up this Vindicator here. Almost kills him in one combo. 2 hits, 3 hits, he's down. A hook into the well there, though, on Bushwhack. He will fall. Devour doing a little bit of something, but it's a little too late. Melee Rack's down. Ranged Rack's about to go down. And they have this Kongor up for once Bushwhack responds for easy pickup to continue to snowball. Meraxis again with another nice PK onto both of them. Deadwood getting really low. Deadwood will fall. Devo just trying to get out of there. The axes are hitting. We get some respawns, though, from Hellborn team. Are they overextending on Legion? We'll see. Hammerstorm, though, no. He gets annihilated as soon as he gets his stun off. They reach back. Another nice hook into well, though. Meraxis will finally fall thanks to that well damage. Deadwood getting really low, but he really wants his finishing kills on Kinesis and on Pearl. They use everything they have on Jereziah, including a Parallax ulti. They do fall. So a little bit of overextending by Legion, but honestly, without those well hooks from Devo, they still would have been stomping that team. So despite a couple return kills here by Hellborn team, not too much, they get a buyback here by Jereziah, which is interesting. Maybe trying to get some return kills now on the Hellborn team that's overextending. Seems a little overly aggressive if you ask me after just taking the racks, but that's why they're the pros. They're going to secure this Kongor here now. They're going to try and get some vision up. With Bushwhack, it will fall pretty fast. Hellborn team putting up defensive vision. I don't think they're going to be able to make any kind of a play here. And this ward here by the Legion is also spotting out Hellborn, so they know the Parallax is here, so they know they're pretty safe with 3 of the team showing. And they do secure this no problem.
Kongor has been slain.
Finally, Parallax finishes his Icon of the Goddess. You'll like to see it. Hammerstorm's trying to get, I believe, a Shrunken Head, but he's only got the first piece. He's pretty far out. Kinesis has that Jade Spire for the Devo hook, having a much more impact than Devourer, I would say, this game. Getting much more value out of those hooks, in addition to the rest of the Kinesis kit. Pearl has a PK now as well. Bushwhack finished a Shrunken Head recently, so it's going to be really hard for the Hellborn team to secure that kill on that Bushwhack. I mean, I guess Devo ulti can hold him while you're whacking on him, but you got all the protection from the Pearl and the Jerizaiya on top of now having Shrunken Head. You're going to be hard to kill. A bunch of smokes coming in because they spot the Bushwhack. They go all out on him. He did not get his Shrunken Head off. They blow him up. Pearl blinks in, but too late. They secure 2 kills for free there by Hellborn team. Really nice utilization of that ward with their smokes. They pop a few more smokes to continue trying to get this fight. Legion team retreats into the Hellborn jungle, but the Hellborn team spots him out here. Deadwood on this Meraxes. He's super tanky though. They don't really want to initiate on him while the rest of the team escapes, but they may not have much of a choice. Kinesis again with an amazing hook, pulls him out of the grasp. Parallax being very aggressive here, jumps in, his ulti's on cooldown. He tries to initiate, but what is he doing? He's so squishy. He falls for free. Oh, wow. Way too aggressive there. Meraxes now with the counter stun, stunning 3 people. Kinesis with an amazing hook on Devo. Devo pulls off his ulti, but he will fall. They're putting all their damage on Meraxes, but he does not even flinch. Look at this. Meanwhile, they have axes going on Deadwood, trying to TP out here. Jerizaiya cannot secure that kill after the TP, but he can chase down the Vindicator. He puts Hellflower on the Vindicator. Vindicator hit by an axe. I think he's going to go down. The grasp again misses from Deadwood. Hellborn team is just panicking with these spells. He's just trying to secure that kill on Deadwood. I think he'll retreat safely. Hammerstorms respond, but he just has to defend. I don't think there's much he can do right now. It's this onslaught from the Legion. Their coordination in these fights. Hellborn Conqueror's up in 1 minute. I wonder if Bush will try and secure that since their team has pretty good vision. They have a bunch of wards. They're about to place some here. They don't know about this ward here, but it's suspected after that last death. Oh, I missed that. Sorry, they got a kill on the Kinesis there. I missed that while I was focusing on the Bushwhack. I'm assuming they got a hook off, but I missed it. So they were able to pick up a return kill on the Kinesis, which is pretty good. Hellborn team needs any sign of hope right now. And maybe getting a battle here on this Kongor might do it for them. They're smoked up, but only one of them was smoked up. Pearl saw the other one. It pops the smoke with the blink. Devo misses his return hook. Meanwhile, Parallax got another smoke. He does have his ulti up. All of Hellborn team is up. Only 4 of the Legion team is up. They got Kongor maybe 20% down. They're trying to slowly do it, but they have to be really cautious here. They have a really big lead, but they don't want to throw it. They see the Hellborn team coming in. They pop the Invis by Jerizaiya. Merax is trying to position for a blink here. Parallax went in position, gets Hellflowered. They do get a hook onto the Bushwhack, but his Shrunken Head is on. Meanwhile, they're just stunning the Meraxes, trying to buy space for their Parallax to stay alive because he went in position. Parallax does activate his ulti and is able to escape with 1 hit left there. Nice tablet by Devo to save him, but it's not enough. Pearl with the TK. Meanwhile, they're starting to put some damage on this Hammerstorm. He's just so squishy compared to their team. They do finish him off. Pearl's a little bit weak from diving in to finish that kill. Devo does secure him. It's the only return kill that they get, and their whole team will fall. Oh, I'm sorry. Deadwood did escape. I missed that one. Everyone but Deadwood falls. They hooked Bush back into tower, but Devo was all alone and Bush had his Shrunken Head on, so it was not taking that much damage. And then Pearl with the amazing save and finish on that Parallax. Parallax way out of position there, as always, this game. They do pick off the Jerizaiya right before they CC, and the game is over. Deadwood relieving some of his frustration there, securing a kill on Big Theorem, but that's the way it goes.